So this is how the technology works in a very simple example. We have here what's called a block task, where the subject was instructed to tap their tongue for 20 seconds and to rest for 20 seconds. And this is an example of the type of output we would get from our technology. The purple boxes are indicating where in time the subject was instructed to tap their tongue. And so the subject rested for 20 seconds, tapped the tongue for 20 seconds, rested, and tapped. We have a couple of different things here. We get a lot of information out of this acquisition. We have a dynamic image where we can actually look at a single line of pixels in our image associated with the tip of the tongue, and we can see how those give us a signal about when the subject is tapping their tongue versus when the subject is just resting. And then at the same time we get brain images where we can see the activation associated with the areas that are involved in controlling the tongue, and we get a brain signal that corresponds with the regions where the brain is telling the tongue to tap and then the brain is resting. And so what can happen with this is, in this case, we had an extra event occur in a region where the subject was supposed to be resting. And if we look at the dynamic image of the tongue tapping, and you can see the tongue tapping here, we're going to see what event occurs. Now notice this is the image we get out for the tongue motion. So this subject is tapping their tongue as they're instructed, and they're going to get to the end of this 20 seconds of tapping, and then an extra event is going to occur. In this case, it's going to be a swallow. So the subject, after tapping their tongue for 20 seconds, needed to swallow, and the swallow will occur here. And so that activation involved a lot of the same brain regions that are involved in tapping the tongue. The tongue has to move during the swallow. But because we're able to watch what the subject is doing, we're able to include that extra motion in our analysis of the brain signals and try to remove the effect of swallowing from the tongue tapping signal that we were interested in.
So Dr. Sutton, can you tell me a little bit about your future plans for your technology?
Yes, we plan on further developing the technology to give us improved images of dynamic motion. We want to be able to see how the tongue is moving, provide three-dimensional look at how the tongue is moving during speech and swallowing, and make the images faster so we can capture all the motions associated with speech and swallowing. In addition, we would like to further use the technology to study how the brain is communicating with muscles and really see what we can learn about neuromuscular communication.